The New York Athletic Club hosted the 25th Annual New York Open Judo Championship on Sunday. This important men's-only event brings competitors from more than 20 countries around the world and is one of the last tournaments before the Olympic qualifier in June. But while judo is popular around the globe, many Americans don't understand the sport, and it has only a minor following in the U.S. Judo is a relatively recent sport, but it is based on the ancient Japanese fighting art of jiu-jitsu. One of judo's principles is that a stronger opponent can be defeated by turning his strength against himself. In yielding, there is strength, the thinking goes.
Judo works off a basic premise of power, and power equals force times velocity. So what you have to do is you have to be powerful and create movements that allow you to use the other person's momentum against them in order to control them and throw them.
Competitors are divided into weight classes, but sometimes fighters can seem oddly matched. The goal is to pin your opponent using a combination of throws and holds.
You get somebody to choke, they could tap out or they could pass out. Either way you win. If you get somebody to armbar, they could tap out, or you could just let them pop your elbow out, but then you can keep fighting. That's good. They'll go the full 5 minutes. If it's tied, then they'll reset the clock, reset the scoreboard, then they'll fight another whole 5 minutes. The first person to score wins. If no one scores, then the referees make a decision.
The sport often resembles wrestling, although at times it appears to be a tugging match as competitors search for a good hold. The twists and tumbles make injuries a real possibility.
Injuries. I've had 3 knee surgeries. My last surgery, I tore like my meniscus on both sides of my right knee, and it actually jammed my leg so it couldn't bend or straighten.
After a day at the tournament, opponents sometimes collapse after a long grapple.
Right this second, actually a lot of wrestling type moves have been coming to play. So standard typical judo is standing straight up and trying to throw the guy. And then now there's a lot of Russian techniques, a lot of Europeans using a lot of strength. And if you don't know judo, it's called a fireman's carry. And there's a lot of that as opposed to straight stand-up judo.
So how is that changing how you coach your own team?
Well, they just have to know where to put their hands.
To learn where to put your hands, I asked former Olympian and judo coach Rhadi Ferguson to show me a few moves.
We're going to do a move called ogoshi. It is a hip throw. It's a basic throw that everybody learns when they begin judo. It's very simple and easy to do.
From the Wall Street Journal Online, this is Becky Bright.